Let's have a fly. Have a look at our new area. That works, mate. It looked much nicer when it's all kitted out, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's cool. That works for us. Quite nice. But these doors, potentially, could go in the toilet. Ooh, they're like half and half. Why is that? Oh, it's because of the light, yeah? But that's interesting. I actually quite like it. It's a unique texture. Unique to this world. But here we'll have more like what we had before. Doors that you will indeed need a button for. So, let's have a look. Because this is like the staff area. So I kind of want it to look more like secure. Yeah, like this. And you really don't want people even looking in. So I think we will go back to those ones. And let's just get rid of some of this stuff now. And it won't be automatic. I think you'll need a button for this. And we've got normal buttons, but we've got fancy buttons we modded in as well. Have a look. Excuse me, just like maybe a white button, but with the border. You know, so like, yeah, people kind of know that they shouldn't go in there. You can go in here. Oh yeah, so we do need the sensors, right? Let's do this. Let's have automatic sensors. I think they're a bit better, aren't they, than the pressure plates. Oh, will it work through glass? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's cool. And will it work here? Yeah, it does. That's pretty cool, actually. Perfect. But here, no. You've got to deliberately want to go in there, you know? To be honest with you, this area is also a staff area, so it kind of makes sense that you can get in there automatically. Yeah. And here, you know, it's just a break room. The bosses like to come past and see what people are up to, so I do like an automatic though, I won't lie. So wherever we can, we will kind of have them. Just like that. Okay, I guess that leads us kind of nicely in to here, isn't it? Should we kit out the staff room? And we'll kit out the toilets. Yeah, you see, we can just get through. Let's stick cut the doors on over here first. So this is like the external area, right? But I think we'll just keep with the vibe and have like these doors. I quite like them. I mean, to be honest, we don't need sensors out here. If you want to go in, you're going to go in that way, right? And you don't want it to be a security threat. So I think those are just manual doors, those ones. Yeah, and likewise with that, man, I guess. I don't know, let's have that. Yeah, no, that's cool. Just the exterior doors, right, we'll make manual. So it's, no breaking and entering here, please. That would be appreciated. Yeah, okay. Talking about security, right? What do you reckon to these roller shutters? So, you know, you pull the chain and the roller comes down. I was just wondering if we should have one of those on here as well, so that if they needed to, they could shut off this area from the shop floor. Let's quickly do that, man. If you think of it, you might as well do it almost, yeah. See what it looks like. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's these, I think. So there. And some chains. And again, I can't remember what these things are called. I think they're like, are they called shutters? That's not them. It looks like them, doesn't it? But those don't connect side to side, unfortunately. So it's not the shutters. Let's have a manual look. I know they're down here somewhere, so we can save a bit of time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in the next lot of furniture here. Here somewhere. Yeah, that's them, baby. And I guess we'll just do the same. And we've got the dark oak on the last one, so Sort of makes sense. We might not end up keeping this, but we'll have a look. Look at different. The wall's made out of this metal, yeah. So the shutters can be out of this stuff. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Brass, maybe rusted metal. Yeah, it might bring a bit of a vibe. And I think this one we just have it like one like that, right? Yeah, there we go. A little roller door. You know, you want to be secure, don't you? You might want to shut the shop floor off from the loading area at some point. Okay. We'll definitely be in there. I think that'll be the final stream. I think this is like a 3-stream build, right? And that's the offices. We'll kit out those offices for sure. Yeah, let's just kit out this place, man. We've been messing about, haven't we, with trapdoors and stuff like that already. And these little loos are going to be made out of trapdoors, so I think we can carry on and do that. I think we're done with. We'll probably use different doors, right? Not ones with windows. So and not metal ones. Yeah, let's have a look. We're not. I don't think that one's going to help us. Let's have another look at the trapdoors. We're going to make some cubicles here now, some little toilet cubicles for the staff. It definitely doesn't need to be anything fancy. It's just going to be kind of basic. Yeah, maybe. Kelp trapdoor. Huh? I'm trying to think, like, you know, like what kind of, you know, an ordinary cubicle made up. It'd just be something kind of plain, wouldn't it? Just usually painted like some kind of beige colour. Let's have a look. Yeah, more just like these, you know. I mean, like almost maybe like green or yellow, like, you know, something horrible is what I'm thinking. That purple. Let's see what happens here. So if we got a toilet here, right, we'll have a little loo there. You'll have a little toilet roll dispenser there, right? Yeah, I suppose maybe that is frustrating. Maybe we don't have that. Maybe these are manual doors also. Yeah. I think this one will be slightly bigger. I think we'll have the toilet there with the... Let me get rid of you as well. Yeah, you see something like that, just a colour like that, that kind of screams just basic, cheap toilet cubicle to me. For the staff. Now the one next door in the public area will definitely be fancier. Yeah, so one of these cubicles would be slightly bigger than the other, and that makes sense because it'd be like maybe a just kind of disabled one or something like that, I guess. Yeah, I mean we could do this. It would mean that the space would be unusable, but I don't think we need to use it. I just think we need 2 blocks that we can place things on. Okay, so that only gives us 1. Yeah, so maybe we don't have that. We do have them out here. And really basic design. This is for the staff, remember. This is like the staff's kind of area. So, and we'll have a door. So let's just do 3 for now. Not you. Delete these 2. Yeah, just like that, man. That's kind of what I was thinking. Let's just make sure we can get toilet, toilet roll, toilet roll. Bit more space. That's cool. can probably put a sink there. Let's do this. So yeah, I guess this is a staff room, so have the more basic kind of toilet. And we could use those green ones next door actually, because we've got the green glass in the windows. I don't think we'll be using those. Let's just see how these look. Yeah, I mean, how basic is that? It's cool, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, actually, maybe... Yeah, no, that's alright, actually. We've done it now. Leave that like that. Yeah, just like that. Maybe you want a bit more space when you sat on the loo, huh? Like, why cram yourself in? Is it odd having a loo in the middle like that? Not sure. No, I don't think so. I think that works. Yeah. Colour doors. More doors. But really, we kind of want doors that you cannot see through her. Okay, so crimson door maybe. Let's clear out our inventory. I think we're done with the hazard block, as cool as it is. I think we're done with these. Probably done with the sensor. Yeah, that's alright for now. I don't think this is the right kind of purple. No, that's cool, man. That works. Bit of privacy up in here, huh? You know, people can look over the top, but why would you? And you can also throw a toilet roll over the top, innit? If yours has run out, that's perfect. I mean, perhaps we could have the sink in here, like an actual private sink. Not have one out here. That might solve a little problem. Yeah. I've got little tiny ones there. Or full bollock ones there. It's kind of odd that, right? I think we have the sink out here. Kind of don't like it being right next to the door, but it's kind of the staff area, so sort of, you know, some imperfections I think are usually allowed. We have a double sink, it's like right there. Don't have that. Yeah, okay, no, that's cool, man. Maybe you did a little painting on the wall. Let's just brighten this up, place up to such. At least, you know, your bosses try and take care of you. 2 by 1, that's what we want. Although, is that 2 by 1 by 2 or 2 by 1? I'm not sure. You know, like we want it 2 by 1 sideways. Let's take one of each and see. Yeah, not like that, like this. Yeah. I mean, it almost looks like it's holding the thing together, doesn't it? It kind of looks a bit too structural. You can have one on there. Yeah, it's odd though, isn't it? Let's be honest. Okay, yeah, no, that's the one. Yeah, and likewise here, but we'll just have it there. Slightly different one. You got the best toilets, you can have the creepiest picture. I think that's a fair trade. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to try something on the ceiling. I wonder if we've got our... we do have the half block with us. Let's keep the paintings for now. I just want to see if it looks any better. Just like this, just with a bit of a kind of corner thing. Kind of looks a bit boring up there. I don't really want to... Well, you can't hang anything off of it. Yeah, I just think that just brings a tiny bit of something. Now, we might not necessarily do it next door, but we'll do it here. Yeah, it just makes it feel a little bit more solid, does that, yeah. And I think we'll have some lockers there, and probably a little table here, and like a little work area there. You're going to need some mirrors, right? So let's just kit this place out, man. Let's get this done. Let's stick some mirrors in. I think the most plain sort of mirrors that we've got here for the staff. Nothing too crazy. Not quite very big, are they? Yeah, that kind of works though. Right. And actually, think about it. Tell you what, look kind of like lockers to these, yeah? Yeah, maybe. I might have another painting out here. Yeah, they do kind of look like lockers almost, don't they? That matches that, so that's kind of nice. Tell you what's missing, you need a little hand towel to dry yourself with. And I think we'll put like a chest or something in here. Right? We'll kind of keep this stuff stored. Do you want a towel on both sides? You kind of do, don't you? Is that too symmetrical now, almost? No, I don't think so. I think that's cool, man. Let's have a little look up here. I guess you want a little hatch on there, don't you? More trapdoors. I'm just thinking this little one here. Where's this creeper? Okay, Enderman we can hear, man. Shouldn't really be anyone floating about in here now. Okay, yeah, there's your little wash-up area. There's lockers. Put a little table in, and we need a little chest of some description. Maybe we'll have a cabinet, right? I think we'll leave that corner empty. That sort of makes sense. Let's have another look at these cabinets. I kind of like doing this. I kind of like decorating the place up a bit. What's the most bathroomy sort of cabinet? These half sort of cabinets are pretty bathroomy, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. Each one's got its own. Now these are usable, yeah. So this is perfect. We can kind of put the spare bits that we don't need, but that were used here, in here. Now let's put you there. And all these toilet bits and that in here. We'll pick out some different bits for next door. Yeah, we didn't use those paintings. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. That cabinet's kind of empty. Let's stick a painting in there. Let's stick 2 paintings in there. And an item frame, actually. That didn't quite work out for us, did it? I'm not sure why. Because like I said, I've made other lifts and I stuck item frames inside them and it worked fine. We just accept. So it just sort of is out. We just accept, right? That sometimes in Minecraft not everything's perfect. Yeah, maybe some kind of more substantial just cabinets there. You know, for like people to just stick some stuff. A little table there with a seat on either side. So let's get a little table in first. And I just think something random. Like, we haven't really got a vibe for this place. Everything can't be brown. I just think like they've just got some table that they've cobbled together somehow over time. I mean, what's the difference? Let's try that versus that. Well, I think we'll go for the bamboo vibe. I don't see why not. It just kind of feels a bit bathroomy, doesn't it, bamboo? Oh yeah, that's the table tennis table. We do also have like a pool table. I wonder if that comes up. Yeah. I don't think there's room for a pool table in here though. Let's just see. It kind of is, right? I don't think it's appropriate, to be truthful. We'll say that for another project, right? But that's pretty cool. We just randomly put a pool table in there. I don't see why not. That's pretty cool. Let's see, what are you doing? Do these join up? No, they don't. Well, they kind of do, but they also don't, right? So if we kind of did that, this mixed it up. Yeah, I just think you want one table there, right? I think I quite like that long table that we had there. Yeah, like that, man. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, a chair. Yeah, I guess clearly a bamboo chair might work. Yeah. What are these like? I'm pretty sure these do come out as small as they kind of look. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know why I'm choosing green. We've got purple here. Yeah, there's the vibe. We want to have a purple chair. Yeah, like that. It's actually quite nice. That's the toilet area, all the purple bits. But this is like your not toilet area, right? Yeah, I do like it. Go out and come in and see how that feels. But yeah, I think we're all right to have a big table there. We've got a lot of people working here, right? It kind of would make sense to have plenty of space. I really don't like the table kind of all being set like that. You know what I mean? Almost. But that's all right. So 2x1. Let's stick another painting up here. Yeah, that's nice and cabin. There you go. Beautiful. I don't think we'll stick a telly in here. Quite often in these kind of ready rooms, I suppose you call it like a break room. Like I'll stick a little telly or something like that, but I'm not going to put it in every single one, so I think this is one of the ones where we don't have a telly. Now we'll stick with the bamboo vibe, man. Let's do this. Let's stick a little cabinet. Either against that wall there. Yeah, I think just against that wall there. Maybe. Right, say I don't want it to be necessarily fully symmetrical now. We'll take that one away. And these guys can have their own furniture. I guess they can have this painting, huh? Alright. Tell you what we do have. It's quite funny, right? We've got... How do you spell checkers? Yeah, there we go. Quite a sophisticated group up in here, right? You know, they play a bit of checkers when they're on break. Alright, that's it. That was the finishing touch. That's what we needed. That's what we were missing. Beautiful. This is the break room. Break room done. We could stick a couple of shelves, but I don't think so. I think that feels nice. Yeah. Little loo in there. These doors on the wrong way. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they're fine. In theory, they should. Should we just have a quick look? Just see if we can even do this right. I think you do it like this. Yeah, I think so. They say you should always trust your instincts. You go in like that, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, do we need something there? Maybe like one of those cabinets there. Let's have a look. Maybe I've got this is like a purple vibe out here, yeah. Crimson cabinet oven lamp. Yeah, I don't think these ones actually hold anything. Let's have a look. Nah. That's kind of useless. I guess it's sort of good idea to maybe just do your bits, but let's have another look. And I think a double one would be too much. Yeah, I think so actually. I think that's pretty cool. And let's just get another mirror in. I think it's the same design mirror. We'll stick with the same little design mirror. Just, you know, like, I guess the ladies, this is kind of a unisex thing, right? Whoever works here can go to any toilet. But if you're a lady, you kind of want a bit more space. They got your little cabinet there to put all your extra little bits in and stuff like that. Have an extra little mirror on us. Okay. And let's put the checkers board in there. Actually, let's put the painting back where it was. And let's put it. This is where like the fun things go. Yeah, I would put a fridge in here because really, like, people kind of need a fridge for their lunch and stuff, don't they? But I think we finished this, man. We'll put a fridge somewhere else. And like I say, I think that's nice. Please do that. All right, excellent. Let's move on. All right, that should open. Oh no, okay, so it won't. But will it if we do this? Yeah. You need the button on the other side, huh? Alright, so let's do something similar in here, but this is going to be much, much fancier. We're going to use like full solid blocks for the walls. The only question is what? I mean, we could stick with the white vibe. Let's just have a look though. Yeah, I quite like the bamboo. Actually, the green. We've got green in the windows, huh? Green bamboo is actually is that? I think that might work for us. Whoopsie. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, of course, because we've maybe we will do the same in here with the half blocks. Let's just do this for now, then. And figure out the details in a little while. Certainly don't want glass in between the cubicles, do you? I mean, we could almost like not take them that high and just have the cubicles like this, couldn't we? That's, completely avoids the ceiling problem. Yeah, just like that, man. Actually, you probably do want one there, yeah? No, I think they'll have white walls. We'll keep a bit of maximum space in here and little white walls. That's perfect, man. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, let's I think I'm almost feeling like you want some kind of cabinet there. We're gonna have some sinks probably there. Sink, mirror, yeah. Makes sense, right, with the lights there. And then probably just like again, but no table and all this clearly in here, right? Just a couple of seats, maybe even just like a chest randomly put there, right? So if you're exploring this building on the server, sorry, you know, you come in here and there's just something random to find, I reckon. And let's just do this whole procedure again. Let's do the cabinet first. Because I'm going to use these bamboo cabinets again, purely because they've got the green in them there. That's kind of cool for us, that. We'll just take that one as well, just in case you want to have something on the side. I was just wondering if you should have a cabinet like there, almost, just to kind of have something there. Not fully decided on that. So let's just let that sit there while we do the things that we know we're going to do, which is a toilet. I think they have a quite, you know, slightly fancier toilet up in here. What's that? What's this? A modern toilet? I don't think I've even seen what that modern toilet looks like. Let's have a look at that. Whoa, I see. All right, yeah, maybe because we just used this one outside. Yeah, I think we'll go for the modern one, maybe because we didn't really know it existed. And it does exist, it's right there. But I think the toilet roll then would kind of probably be better being this one. Now while we're here, let's just grab a sink. We'll do those as well. Then let's give ourselves options. Not quite correct, is it? There we go. I mean, does it even look like a toilet? It kind of does, yeah. And you could be left-handed. Do not assume that everybody's right-handed. On the left. And on the right. You never know. Just to please everyone, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we want a cabinet. We could have a little cabinet with a mirror in here as well. It's nice to have a bit of privacy, isn't it? Let's get a mirror in. Don't have a green mirror, but maybe this could work. Yeah, yeah. Slightly fancier, huh? Just give people a bit of privacy up in here, you know, if you want to sort your bits out and whatnot. Alright. Now what about these sinks? What do these ones look like? Yeah. I kind of like that. Yeah, it's a bit more modern, this bathroom here, right? Oh, we need some doors on these things. Let's do some doors. I'm forever doing doors. Oh, nice tune, man. I forgot about this one. Yeah, it's whatever I have changed on the music control mod has indeed changed it. We're getting songs that we haven't heard before. Again, we've put so many doors on, but we still don't have all the options that we kind of want. I think the yellow one. Ah, that looks good. Yeah. Perfect. That's absolutely ideal. In here, nice and private. Do we want a rug of some sort? I don't think so, no. You know, you just leave that wall clear. Maybe I'll have a painting there. Let's have a look at our painting. Maybe, what size is this? Let's go out there for 1 second. So, yeah, 2x2 would work, right? Two by two, and because of our little painting changing mod, like I said, I can never remember what these mods are called, which we've put on, right? We've got the mod where you can kind of just choose what painting you want, like this. We can just pick. I think that clearly kind of matches. Is that too big, man? You think that's too big? That's silly. Yeah, the angel, right? It kind of might be just a bit too big. I think maybe just a 2x1 again, you know. I think we're just going to go with that gut instinct here, man. Seaside. Yeah, you see, I just like that one. That's just nice. That here. Kind of perfect, whatever you put it is that. I mean, I don't really want to have the same one. So once again, one of them can have a creeper. No, alright, that's fine. We can have the same painting. It's nice. Okay, so we want to paint it out here. Maybe we could have 2 paintings, you know? Yeah, I mean that's what is that? What's that supposed to be, that one? Yeah, I'm kind of liking that actually. Alright. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that just kind of makes it feel more solid there. It's a cabinet, but it's actually kind of just a separating bar, so it's really clear that it's, you know, it's 2 separate kind of things there. Alright, beautiful. So let's just get another chair. I think we're nearly done in here, man. This has gone quick. Yeah, we used those ones next door, didn't we? I mean, they are quite cool. I'm feeling maybe we should use like a different vibe. Yeah, almost like something like that. Should we give it to some of this stuff? Oh, we didn't use that sink. Let's just put the stuff that we did actually use in here. I don't like that. Actually, maybe the stuff that we didn't use we'll put in this one. Like the 2x2 painting. Alright. Still undecided on the chairs. You know, if you're a bloke and you're waiting for your wife, she's taking ages. Or indeed, another bloke waiting for you. Another wife waiting for your other wife. Or whatever. Yeah, this is modern world. If you're waiting for someone, let's not be sexist. If you're just a person and you're waiting for another person and they're taking a long time, then you know, you got somewhere to sit there, yeah? You might have a little one with you, maybe, you know. Is that dumb? Yeah, it's kind of dumb, that one. Yeah, I don't like those. I like that one though. Let's have a look. Maybe a third one, just like 3 seats there. Yeah, okay, that's it. Nice and simple. I think that's all we need here. Do you know, I hadn't even noticed that that was there. That does bring some nice light, doesn't it? If it was more central, maybe we could stay. Just like that. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's absolutely nice. I always feel like you want like a magazine rack or something. I'll tell you what we do have. Let's do this. One last thing. What's the last thing? Got these little fancy, kind of weird little shelves. We used one in the burger van. It's not as big as it looks in your hand. Yeah, let's get that out of our hand. Maybe not that side, huh? Maybe sort of like. Yeah, I think it makes it look a bit too busy. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have it near the door, but I think that was kind of just a bit of balance. It looked a bit plain there. Yeah, there we go. One last question, one last thing we'll just look at before we leave the bathroom completed. We want to do the same thing in here we did next door, where we bring this out like this. Yeah, you see, it's funny because next door I thought that was better, but in here I think it makes it look worse. It's weird that, yeah. Different vibe, different kind of rules, I guess. Maybe just there. Actually, yeah, that kind of works. Just take it away a bit and just see. Ain't really pernickety now, yeah, but no, I prefer it without it. Okay, there we go. That's another bathroom. Don't know. Do we need anything there? I don't think so. I think that's perfect. I mean, the only thing we could potentially try is having had puts. There's a lot to say that having had put that there and not have that there. No. It's worth a try, but no. And we'll put this in there. Now we'll put you in there. And then we'll put the things, like again, that we didn't use in there. Alright. Excuse-moi. Now there's really nothing in this one here, right? Which is kind of a bit of a shame. What we could do, right, is just search for some towels, right? I think we've got like a pile of towels. Like 64 of those. Oh, we didn't have any towels here, did we? Let's take a look at these. And some spare toilet rolls, huh? Oh, you can take 64, okay. Let's put some spare toilet rolls in each one. And some spare towels in each one. Just, yeah, look, you've got no towels up in here. What do these ones look like? Ooh, very jazzy. You kind of would almost need one in one, but it's going to ruin the symmetry. I mean, it's kind of too much. Excuse-moi. Let me just have two in the middle. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Nice. And we'll also put these in there. And those ones then in there. Just put something in. You don't really like leaving empty chests around the place. Sometimes we do because we forget. But if we can avoid it, we will. Do you know what I might actually stick in this one? Star find, right? This is if you're like searching this map when it's uploaded on the server, which it will be eventually, right? I do like to leave, like we left an enchanted golden apple in the burger van. And here you've got a netherite sword. But you know, you'll have to hunt to find it. Like, you know, it's fairly random to come in here and search, but if you do, you'll be like, wow, excellent. Just what we want. We don't need that anymore. We had some mobs last night, but we're not going to get any more problems with mobs in here tonight. We're all well lit up now. Alright, that's excellent, man. That's a good start. We've got a lift. We've kitted out the mezzanine. We've got a lift. We've built the staff toilet. We've built the staff ready room. Oh, sorry, the customer toilet. We've built a staff ready room. The only thing that remains now, I think, is to actually start on these things in here. Start the shelves in here, man. In the main warehouse section. Now, this is going to be a lot easier. It's kind of the reason I've kept these chains on us. It's because I didn't want them in that hand, I don't think. Yeah. I think we swapped hands by mistake at some point. So, let's just look for planks first, because I know for a fact that plank time is a very, very small measure. Now, I know for the fact that we're using planks to build these shelves out of. The only question is what colour. Now it's going to be like definitely kind of industrial vibe, so either brown, grey, dark grey indeed. Yeah, okay, so that's it for our planks. But I guess what else would it be? Slabs, yeah. I don't think we're going to go to slabs because I think we will want it to be wood. But oh, I see. Normal ones are called slabs, yeah. Yeah, so we could go somewhat more vanilla. I don't think we're going to go spruce. Let's just have a look. Let's not rule anything out at this juncture. Let's just see what else is here. Yeah, no, I think that's our little selection, right? And I'm honestly, I'm looking at the greys and these greys and browns, probably not the dark oak. And I think we're going to want maximum storage in here because this is like the main warehouse area. So like I'm going to put a lot of stuff in the chests, like just stacks of stuff. So if you're kind of like on a build, you know, you're not really short material. You're not going to go nuts and fill every single block. But I guess there'll be like a full stack of each of the colors or something like. So we're going to want some storage space. So I think for the actual base of the units, the kind of sides, if you like. Once again, we're going to go down the kind of barrel route and see what we can do there. Now these modded in ones caused the problems last time, didn't we? So perhaps I dismissed the old classic Minecraft barrel a bit too easily last time. And that's on me, man. It's not quite dark enough. I'm not sure though, to be truthful. I mean, let's just see if we get problems with this. Let's switch that bit of dark oak for that bit of dark oak. Yeah, and let's just have a little chill here and have one little look through the inventory just to see if there's something that we're not missing that we can use. We're probably going to want something for the back walls of these shelves. I mean, to be honest, these ones could probably be left open. So we're quite fussy in the customer area about each shelf kind of being isolated, but these ones, I guess, can be a bit more relaxed, right? It's the kind of work area, it's the staff sort of area. Let's take that. That might work. Polished deep slate wall. Yeah, none of that. I would say the chains can make a nice shelf, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure that's the vibe we're going to go for here. Let's just have a look. Nice and chill like. Yeah, none of this stuff to be fair. No bricks, no glass. Yeah, I mean shulkers are what they are, yeah. They don't store that much, do they? So all that useful to us right now. Just basically right now looking for things we can use potentially for the centers of the shelves, the backs, if you like, you know, to kind of block it off from the outside world. I'd say I'm not even sure that that's what we're going to do. Maybe I'll just leave them kind of wide and open. But we'll just give ourselves an option of doing that. I mean, these things came in quite handy, didn't they? Those cabinets that aren't actually cabinets. Yeah, I mean, if we're going for the grey. Or indeed the cabinets that kind of are cabinets. Might also help us. Yeah, I guess that's what I was looking for. Because if we're going to go for the dark oak as the base, I want it to look quite kind of substantial, quite sturdy and strong, these shelves, right? So yeah, that's cool, man. All right, beautiful. That's an. You know, I really want to just go in here and have another look. I really like this. Have a look in here. A little simple toilet. No picture there. Picture there. That there. That there. I mean, you could almost have a towel there. But would anybody really use a towel that was in an actual loo? I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't want to use a towel at all, to be fair. More of a kind of air dryer. I don't think we've got something that would be an air dryer. An air dryer, imagine that. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me though, you know, if it was kind of on there. We've got vents and stuff, yeah. But we've only got half slabs on the roof, so well, you could put aircon in here, couldn't you? It would be foolish to have aircon on a building that's inside a building, because all the manky dirty air is just going to get chucked outside, man. Nah. Yeah, no, we're alright. We don't need an air blower dryer in here. They got mold score. It's one of those rolls of towels. You know, it rolls round and round, so every time you get a clean one. And then they wash them using green energy and organic detergent. It's all kind of green and environmentally sound up in this place. There we go. Yeah, nice. And let's just have one more look in here. This is automatic. Yeah, that's what we want. This you've got to actually open. That makes sense. Yeah, just like a little chill out room for the staff in here. I mean, you could have a little jukebox almost, but like I said, I don't want a TV or a jukebox. You don't want them spending too much time there. You know, get a game of checkers while you have your lunch. That's fine. Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, so mezzanine done, lift done. I definitely think we're going to decorate this lift. You see those are parapets? I can't remember what they're called now. I'm thinking maybe we put like parapets around here. I'm not going to do that now because we're going to wait until after we've done the kind of bulk of the shelves in there. And that's kind of it. And built these tills, I guess, and then just got to get more of a vibe for the area. And then the final decorations will be like little shelves here with flowers on them. Probably spruce this up a bit because we're going to put something here. And some parapets just to break that boring wall up a bit. And again here, maybe, you know, a couple of parapets across the top of the door. Probably some information signs here on invisible item frames, all that kind of stuff. But that's kind of the fun bit, as you've just seen. I kind of like to decorate. But yeah, we definitely need to get this bit in here done now. Oh, look at this. We really don't want this in here. Sorry. Oh, viney vines. But we don't need you, bless you. Yeah, I'm bursting for a loo, so it's a bit quiet on the off stream, so I'm going to take an opportunity there to pause it for 5 minutes and then come back to stream. We're poised, man, we're poised. We've basically completely finished that back section, other than decorations that I just described. We finished this middle section, just got to finish this bit now, and the office is there. And we'll see, I'm kind of in the mood for decorating, so we may well know I've got to build a staircase in here, right? They could have a lift. But I don't know if I want to build another lift, and you know, it takes up a lot of floor space. And if you've got to have a staircase anyway, you know, I don't think we have a lift in here. I think we've got done enough lifts. I think we just build a little staircase in here, probably right here. It'll go up there, come back on itself, go up there, And there'll probably just be like storage up on the top floor, and there'll just be like this floor and the first floor, if you like, which is kind of offices. You know, you can walk up one flight of stairs, yeah. And you know, if you can't be bothered doing that, or you're not able to do that, you can work down here. That's fine. Yeah, we'll probably kit that out. I'd like to kit that out by the end of the stream, but if we're to do that, I definitely need a little break. So we'll just pause there, take 5 minutes, have a little rest on the roof here, above our loo, man. And also we're going to stick some boxes on here because this is all a bit plain, right? Just make this look a bit more lived in. Just put some random stuff up on here. But yeah, this actually I don't think will take too long. I think we've got the basic selection here. I mean, we might bring this into it. Where is it? You. Let's just get all the things that we might be using in our inventory here actually. That is the selection. Also potentially this. So let's just swap that out for that for now, I think. There, I think that's the potential selection that we've got. Yeah, I'm back to game. Okay. Phase 2, I've got a nice fresh cup of tea here. Nice fresh new lease on life, you might even say. Yeah, okay. So let's just look, yeah, elevator will decorate in there. Oh, but it's all done. This is all staying as it is. No roofs here. A few bits on here. We'll consider that decoration also. Let's build some shelves, man. Let's get this warehouse kitted out. Now we'll probably have a giant bank of shelves right across that back wall, I'm thinking. And the only question we have in our minds right now is, well, we've got 2 questions in our mind. What's the design of these shelves going to be, and also which direction are the aisles going to go, if you like? I think that the longest aisles we can have is if we do them this way. And I think that's the way to do it, because when you come in, I don't really want people driving in looking down the aisle. You kind of be distracted almost, won't you? You kind of come in and there's a big bank of shelves right in front of you. Yeah, okay, so we'll put the aisles here. So on the end of the aisles, I'm thinking we'll just put the base of them as this for now. Let's have a look. We've got a big bank of shelves here. Probably 2 deep, maybe 3. And at least a 3 block gap, right? Let's just say 4, because you're going to need forklifts and stuff to drive through this place, right? So, and these are going to be much bigger shelves, like 4 wide like that. Let's just see, potentially anyway. Okay, yeah, might interfere with this. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Just getting the design fleshed out here now. And we could just have like 2 aisles almost, like 1 aisle if you like. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a bit close to that, is that. So maybe not that one. Maybe not that one. There's just a little gap on the side, that could work. And then like maybe down the center. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's do this again like this. Yeah, that kind of works, man. I would have preferred like something brown, to be honest, but you don't really have. I'm not going to use the mudstone like we've used next door, and we don't want it to have gaps, so our kind of options are limited there. I want it to be like the full block. Again, you could use a trapdoor, but it'd be on one side or the other and take a space up. Not really ideal for this particular situation. I think that actually might work. Yeah, and no like fancy different aisles in different directions here. All just you know, 2 basic kind of aisles, I'd say. But maybe that. Maybe like this. What was it? 3 and then we've got nice deep sort of shelves. You could argue it's a wasted space, and like I say, you know, this is still subject to change. We might change our mind on this, but I think that this might be okay. Yeah, and we will need trapdoors. We'll build up the sides with trapdoors, but I guess we'll do that shortly, right? That's kind of not the end of the world. But yeah, maybe the shelves would be like, you know, like really quite substantial, I'm thinking. And we've got plenty of space in here, so like I say, we want these to feel bulky, like they could withstand a kind of collision with a forklift, you know, and they can hold extra heavy weights. See how this feels. I think it feels quite good so far. That's why I'm sort of continuing with it. Yeah, maybe actually this. Will that connect? Yes, it will. That's a bonus. That's cool. So yeah, let's make these kind of solid on the end. Right out like this. Go, what's going on, man? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's give ourselves a chance here. There we go. Yeah. Excuse me now. Maybe this gap here, right, is a bit small. Don't think we can come any closer to this. We'll probably put another bank of shelves across here, and maybe just like a kind of lower area here where you can just kind of like work almost, and then put some bigger shelves here. Let's just have a look. I mean, we could potentially make this area just a little bit smaller. Let's just do this. Is that like a concrete powder? Yeah. And then we can actually just bring this one in just a bit further. I think we want like a 4-block gap in between them. Yeah, that's cool, man. Let's take this one out. Let's take all these out. Yeah, it's coming together, coming together. Yeah, let's swap you for you. Yeah. Doo-doo. Yeah, I think this is kind of exactly what we wanted. I might have a potion of reaching as well, just while we're at it, man. There we go. That's just giving me an idea. We could have some little bits coming out of the center, almost like make it feel a bit more sturdy. We'll see. Yeah, I kind of wish I had full blocks of these in our inventory also, but we'll cope. We'll manage here with the half blocks like this. I will stick shelves, of course, on the outside of these as well. Yeah, I'm not convinced that these dark oak ones kind of go that well with it. Let's just have another look at our cabinets and see what kind of want the cabinets, because we actually literally want the storage space here. Like next door, it was more about decoration, like making sure the shelves looked sort of nice, but did also store some stuff, yeah. But here it's kind of more about actually having the storage space. And we could perhaps try the dark oak. I don't think we're going to be using those particular ones. Yeah, there's certainly no like grey cabinet. Pink is not going to go in here. I like the grey top, man. Yeah, maybe that one. Let's just see. Yeah, I think that kind of fits a bit better. Yeah, for sure. Alright. We just have a look at this. Yeah, that's too fancy, man. That's no good. I think we're alright with the dark oak maybe on the side. Just change it up a little bit. Bit of variety. But here, I think these just look like they'll fit into a structure a bit better. Alright. Yeah. Let's stick some shelves in. I was thinking that grey, that lighter grey, might kind of come into it. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, we'll keep that for now. And again, the barrels, we'll just try and incorporate those if we can. Now, I don't know if we should have this light grey with the shelves. Yeah, maybe. What other option did we have? That brown one. Let's just have a look. See if that looks better. Yeah, I think it does, to be fair. Let's have a look. Let's put a full one in. Okay, so what have we done here? There's just 4 there, right? From up there. 5. Excuse me. No, I think the grey actually. I think it's the grey that's going to work for us here. Not that grey. This one. Yeah, kind of more like that. And maybe in the center, instead of having these, we go back to this. But again, it kind of wastes one spot, doesn't it? But it makes it feel very much more sturdy for me, does that? Is that correct? What is this? Yeah, I think it's just the shadow that makes it look different, but that's it. Yeah, beautiful, okay. But I think we will have trapdoors on the side and build this out, and maybe just have like trapdoor shelves here. I'm not sure. If you could fit 2 things on there. Oh, I see that is a half block up there. We've gone up by half a block. Huh? Let's have a look. I mean, we could maybe just bring the brown in on the side. I'm not convinced by this. It's kind of a different brown, isn't it? Yeah. Worth having a play in. Definitely the grey is quite a modern kind of nice vibe. That actually, I kind of like that. But yeah, I think a double height there, right? Like extra high shelves on the side. Right, where's the center? What have we chosen as the center here? Is that even in the center, man? Let's have a look. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Because there is kind of technically no center. Yeah, but we'll do it on the hit. We'll keep it the same, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We could make it pop out by 1 more. I don't think so. Like I say, we want plenty of room around it in theory. I mean, we could try and build a forklift. I've never built a forklift. But I'm not going to worry think about that right this second. Let's crack on with, let's not get distracted by potential builds right now. We've built a truck outside, so I won't be out of the realms of possibility for us to build a little forklift, I don't think. Yeah, maybe just like one shelf on the side, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. We fit all this, right? Nice and chill. Alright. So again, I think I'd like a double height shelf here, you know, truth be told. It's kind of like a warehouse. If there's something like really high up, you know, that's what your forklift's for. Got a little cherry picker probably as well. Should we build a cherry? We're not going to build a cherry picker. Well, you can just, you know, bet your bottom dollar they got one tucked away somewhere. Alright, let's do this. Let's build this up and just make sure. Let's just build one up for now, right? And make sure that's 100% correct. And then we can just emulate it on the other side. Yeah, and just leave the tops open, I guess. I do feel it probably could come up by one. It probably needs to. Let's just see. Okay, so that was another half block. So let's do that. Yeah, I think that's cool. Let's just build this one up, huh? And just kind of end it there. We're not going to have tops on these ones. Just leave them kind of open, I'm thinking. I mean, the only thing we could do... let's just try it, because this is a full block, so we could, in theory, top it off. I mean, you can still... You're not going to have a 3 block high thing there. 2 would be kind of it. And you can kind of... Yeah, no, I think that's better. And then you could kind of stick something on top if you wanted to, right? I mean, it is just a half block, so maybe not. And it wouldn't be advisable, it's a bit high, yeah. This is just like the top of the unit. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Yes, okay, so at the bottom, I think it was just enough room for like something 1 block high, right? Yeah. Okay, so not these. Let's just delete these while we're at it. Oh man. Now let's just check on the other side. We did actually have that bar going up the center, yeah. Okay, yeah, I thought these shelves would go a lot quicker. It took us like literally kind of, I don't know, it must have been at least an hour and a half, I guess, in total to build all the shelves next door. There's a lot of crouching, a lot of like trapdoors, a lot of deciding where things went. But these, I figured these would be simple, just big, bulky, kind of warehouse shelves. Alright. What is going on, man? There we go. Should take our time. Beautiful. Yeah, I am tempted to actually get the what's this called? Black plank slab. Let's just get slab. Oh no, not slab, is it? It's black plank, right? So let's get black. There we go, right there. And let's stick you. I don't think we're going to use you anytime soon. Just expedite this process a little touch. So one more, is it? Yeah. Cool. Here we've done 2 blocks in it, so let's just double check we have actually done this right. Yeah, get like something nice and big in there, like a 2 block high of stack of something. I was just distracted there for a moment. Have a quick sip of tea. Take a little sip of tea at this juncture. Won't go amiss. Yeah. Alley. I'm quite liking the look of the dark oak on the side there. I'm not really a fan of it on these, but yeah, quite like it on the side. We'll probably keep it there on the side. Yeah, I don't know if these will. Yeah, that won't be right. Where's the light grey there? I don't know if these should come out at all like this, but no, I think it's just a really kind of tall shelf there. I don't know what we're going to put on there just yet, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. Just make sure that's right. Oh yeah. All right. Let's do the central bit now, I'd say. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, let's get my fingers all in order here. There you go. I think my mouse is kind of drifting along my mouse pad. It's all kind of out of position, but there we go. I think that's it, man. I think that's the design. Not only designed, but kind of done in a flash. Yeah, let's get on our feet here. I would like a way to parkour over to these. I must admit, I don't like the fact that it's kind of like a big flat surface that you cannot access. I don't know if we'll try and fix that somehow. I guess if you have an elytra, maybe we'll stick an elytra somewhere as a real sneaky bonus. You know, like in the boss's office. The boss's office has got like an elytra in his desk, so that you can indeed fly onto these. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think you would. Alright. So some kind of shelves, I think, on the edges here. We'll see if it fits or if it makes it look kind of odd. I mean, it's not the right kind of brown is this, is it? No, let's get a different slab in. Honestly, it does kind of look like maybe it would be the spruce after all. What about the jungle? Let's have a look. Yeah, I definitely think the spruce, to be fair. Where are we now? There you are. Did we already put a shelf on the other side? Let's just have a look. Okay, so we've actually put grey shelves on the other side here. And I did quite like that. Yeah, I quite like that fact that it's two, because you can probably, like, I don't know, like put some other kind of unit in there, like maybe even a little half cabinet on top of here. Let's have another look over here. Yeah, I don't think that's the right way to go. I think we do indeed stick with the design. Now, in theory, they can just be one deep, those ones. That's cool. Alright, beautiful. That's the kind of warehouse. I don't think we will build up around the sides. I don't think we need to. I think I quite like it just like this. I mean, we could not rule it out completely. Now, what don't we need here? We're not going to need that. Or that. Or these. We might well use these still. Okay, so we're not using that. Alright. Let's see if we can incorporate these. I really wanted to get these barrels involved with something. Maybe we it's a bit of a wild card here. Yeah. Yeah, more like that, yeah. Okay, what happens if we do it this way? Nah. This is the thing with barrels, yeah, they can be quite frustrating like this. Okay, so that's what we're going for. No. Worth a try. So we may well build the these side units out of barrels, but just kind of like this, the easy way. Probably have to go up by one more, maybe. Like that, right? Not sure about that, but yeah, I suppose I quite like that. I'm thinking shelves here. Like, say again, we'll just have something that you can put on the floor and something that's slightly taller there. So let's have a look. Maybe the spruce would have been a good idea here. I don't think that's correct. Let's look for spruce, yeah, because then we've got an option of either having the plank or getting a trapdoor. I mean, we could actually just use a vanilla trapdoor. I haven't used very many vanilla trapdoors since we've got the trapdoor mod on there. I tend to use those all the time, but I think the vanilla trapdoor in this instance might be just what we need. Yeah, I think so, man. Plenty of storage, you know, some stuff for display and some stuff physically available there. Alright. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm not convinced by this, but I'm just thinking it would be handy to have the extra physical storage space. It could be a matter of, right, you put the object on display here and it's kind of contained behind. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Hey, worth a little try. I wonder what these look like if you kind of make them into a unit. We also have that and this. As long as this doesn't give us that invisibility glitch or game as well. I mean, it seems pretty safe, huh? Yeah. Now, where's the... might have to get a different kind of trapdoor, maybe. Yeah, that kind of works. That's a good little random worker. This is going to be a little janitor. I forgot about this actually. We've got Kay out that little janitor's room as well. But from there, I think it goes kind of upwards. Yeah, I don't think this thing in my hand is going to do us any good. Not going to do us any favours. So what did we have? A 7 gap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I kind of wanted it to be an odd number, just in case we want to put something in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and then the end. Yeah, and I guess we might as well kind of go symmetrical on it. Excuse-moi. Yeah, I think that kind of works for us actually. Yeah, it's always tricky with this, yeah. Like, I mean, they do give us storage. It's all a bit samey, perhaps, that. These actually do nothing for us because you can't actually store anything in them. That's just going to poke right out, isn't it? Yeah, no. Okay, maybe these, but maybe a different, like a different one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, we've been using this sprucer. Check our inventory. We're alright for inventory space. Yeah, definitely not that. And probably not them either. I kind of don't like the circle handles, I won't lie on that. I'm not a huge fan of that. Maybe we stick the ordinary barrels in there. Let's have a look. We'll try either them or the ordinary barrels. That can go away. Hmm, 100% convinced. See, that's what we need, all that juicy storage space that's highlighting for us there. Oh, okay, actually. So what's the difference here? How do you get it like that? Yeah, that might work actually. That's quite a nice little... Yeah. Oh, I think we cracked it. I think that's it. I think that's what we were looking for right there. The colour difference is kind of too much there with that. Beautiful. We're okay with that. In theory, perhaps it should be a. Let's have a look at the trapdoors. Again, I quite like the fact that we've been using a bit more vanilla blocks here on these shelves. So if we can stick with the vanilla block here, we will. But if something jumps out, that's like a no-brainer. I don't think we're going to use that. We'll use that upstairs. You see, like black terracotta. That looks dark brown to me. It's brown terracotta. Just have a look. I don't think terracotta, right? Because we've been using wood here, so we can get one thing on top of there. Can't get anything on top of there, but that doesn't matter because we've got the barrels there. Do I actually prefer the spruce? Let's stick with the spruce. I must admit, in my my long-term vanilla world, right, on Bedrock, I haven't played in it for like over a year and a half now, which is kind of sad. But also it's pretty cool because I'm looking forward to jumping in there eventually again. I used so many spruce trapdoors. It's kind of nostalgic almost using them. Yeah, I was just thinking here, right? I'm going to rule it out completely whether or not we stick a side on this, but I really don't think so. No, not at all. There we go. Does look quite cool though, yeah. Actually, do you know what? I think the terracotta ones are the way to go. As nostalgic as you might be, that colour just blends in perfectly there. That's the shelf. Alright. I'm actually pleased. We're having to undo a load of work, but I don't care because it's actually such a nice match that that's cool. Yeah, I mean, maybe we leave the central one open. We can have like taller things on there. Yeah, kind of sort of almost like that. Have a look. Yeah, it seems a bit more functional like that though, doesn't it? Alright. Yeah, fantastic, man. We're done. We've done the storage room in here. It's all completely finished. So the only thing I have to do now, right, is kit out the offices, and basically the final kind of decorations about this place. Like we've even got like traffic cones and stuff like that, right? So not only will we put traffic cones out here, we also need to build up some tills. But like I said, that's definitely going to be part of the decoration. That's going to have like final little touches. Little shelves here, tills there, signs here and there, a couple of sconces here and there. Different decorations out here, see, like traffic cones. I don't think we're going to build a forklift. I mean, we could do actually. We have got an empty space here. Maybe we will build a forklift. I haven't really got a clue how to build one. I mean, I'm guessing we probably use not these, but like something equivalent to these as the base, just like that, yeah. And then use kind of like yellow blocks to build up. Honestly, I haven't got a visual in my mind of what a kind of forklift looks like. I kind of do. Like they've got these here. They've got a metal bar coming up, and then you've got like a cab, like a small little cab, haven't they? But I'll probably have a look online, not to see how other people have built Minecraft ones, but just to see what a real one looks like. And we'll come up with our own design, man. I mean, I'm all about that. This, they say try to copy designs. It's fine, right? I mean, if you don't. You know, if you're not sure and you want to do that, I'm certainly no judgment if you do that, but for me personally, like, I just need to look at the picture of the real thing, and then we'll be able to come up with our own little design on that. Yeah, little, you know, kind of wheels here. I guess you're kind of limited by the wheels somewhat because they'd have to be a certain size. Right? If they were a block high, have to be kind of like that, wouldn't they? I think we'll leave these here for now. Just to tell us that we're probably going to want to build a forklift. Now, it's not really to scale, is it? And I don't think you can build one to scale. But yeah, I think that might work. I kind of want it facing the other way though, I won't lie. Let's, you know, almost like this. And we can get some yellow half slabs, build a little cabin. And I know they've got like metal poles coming up. We do have poles, so like, you know, that support the forklift itself. Let's have one last look in the trapdoors. See, that actually is kind of perfect. No. Yeah, I think we'll leave that there. I'm going to log out the stream now. I'm really happy with what we've achieved. Achieved everything that I set out to achieve this stream. I did consider building the kitting out the offices, but honestly, that's a couple of hours work. So we're not going to stream for that long now. It's really nearly 3 hours already. So that'll be the next stream, which will be tomorrow. I mean, we may well come back, right? I got a few things to do. I like this tune though. But yeah, that'll be the first thing I suspect we do on the next stream. If it isn't building this this forklift right quick. I mean, honestly, I don't really know what one looks like, right? Let's just have a look at yellow. So I'd be kind of like building it completely from scratch here, from no like visual image in my mind of what it should look like, which is not really something that I tend to do, but let's just have a look, man. Let me just see what's kind of available. We've got yellow fire hydrants, huh? I mean, honestly, just like simple yellow concrete seems to be like something you might use. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to have a yellow shop box. Maybe it's like they don't have an engine. I suppose they have like I don't know, you're gonna need like a half block, aren't you? So could try that. Yeah. We're going to lose half this stuff, but what the stuff that we're definitely not going to actually need right now is those and that and that. I think that's cool. And I guess like it'd kind of have to be on the floor. I suppose they are pretty low sort of pro, aren't they? I mean, I don't know. And if we leave the top of that block bare so that we can put like poles on it coming up. We could just build out of the yellow brick, huh? Like I say, I don't really know what they look like, so I don't know if they're actually supposed to go right to the ground. For me, it seems like actually having it up at the back and right at the ground at the front might work. Yeah, do you know, honestly, that's kind of like almost sort of doing it for us there. That's down there, yeah, so we can actually perfectly, I'm thinking like a black half block on there. This would be like the driver's canvas. So what slabs have we got? In a deep black, I guess. Yeah. Actually, those we're not using, are we? I mean, you want to be able to get into this thing. That's like the perfect way to get in, isn't it? So let's like make a cab almost down here. Like that, right? What's under there? Almost we could actually just sort of like, yeah, and you'd have like, would you have like a steam? Like I say, I don't know if they're raised around there almost. Seems to me that you won't be able to see that much now. You need to kind of be able to see around you, don't you? Okay, no, so I wanted the front of that to be, so maybe actually, just bring it out by one. we might well just jerry rig this whole thing together. We might actually just make a forklift right here, right now. Like I say, it's not necessarily going to be to scale, because things in Minecraft don't tend to be, do they? Have a look at the pole. You know, vehicles I mean, because it's just because of the nature of the Minecraft blocks, yeah. So it's a vertical pole, you see. Is this going to look kind of cursed? Does this look sort of odd? I mean, I know they do have, you know, it's something for the, why is that? Oh, yeah. For the forklift bit itself to kind of climb up, right? Yeah, it does seem like there's perhaps something missing from that. I'm not sure what. That's your little cab, right? What's this? Alright. Let's just see if it's better with the back, like. Can we actually leave the center? Yeah, I guess so. It almost seems like there's something missing. I think I will just look at a picture. That is a great little start for us. For a forklift. I mean, almost like sort of two stepped up now, yeah. Like maybe at the back, yeah. Where's that shulker box? I think it's kind of too yellow almost. I think we'll just build this like, okay, so. Yeah, it's like a different type of yellow, yeah, it's kind of no good. I think we'll build this and leave like this, yeah, and I will go just look at a picture of a normal natural forklift, because I don't even know if they've got glass along the front. Like, should it have a... Seems like you should have... Oh, do you know what, I'm thinking about it, they do have, like, cabins over the top, right? I guess it makes sense to protect your head, you know, should something fall down, right? So let's have a look at the yellow again. And get with a yellow wall in. No, not yellow glass. Maybe yellow glass. Yellow wall in, or alternatively that pole. Get rid of some more of this stuff. Dirt we can get again, right? Yeah, what have we not used here? Have we used it all? I kind of like to keep the things that we've been using. Don't need you. Right. So now, let's have that. Yeah, almost. We'll have to check this. Like I said, wouldn't consider this necessarily a completed project until I've had a look at a picture of a normal one itself. Just to kind of make sure that it's kind of like, you know, that it looks like what it's kind of supposed to almost. Kind of need that so you can get in, yeah. That's the cab, and we'll probably stick the steering wheel on there somehow. With an item frame, we'll just like stick a little control panel. They have a joystick, don't they? Yeah, I think we can take these poles up by one more. We're putting a roof on this thing. It's kind of... Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe if we land on here. Yeah. Okay. Then I'd say like a black roof. I don't know why. This is this bit too yellow. That's a forklift. Okay, no, I'm quite happy with that actually. That's pretty cool. Yeah, really kind of wasn't expecting to just sort of, you know, knock that out like that, as it were. And I don't know if that even looks like a forklift. I won't lie. Should we see if we can stick some glass panes in here, if that adds to it? Or so let's get rid of that bit of glass. Get some glass panes. And I'm honestly thinking just like maybe like a tinted grey. Again, just to kind of break up the yellow a touch up. And then just one down there, I guess. Yeah, maybe, and then an item frame. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to put in this item frame, but some kind of control panel you sort of need there, don't you? I mean, what we could do actually is, I don't know, maybe sort of just give this a bit more space on the inside. Is that kind of odd? You see, there's somewhere to put your cup of coffee, right? Your notepad with the list of the things that you need to build pickup and stuff. But it kind of blocks your view a bit, does this year. But that's alright. So I think if we need a joystick, what about literally just this? Is this a vertical pole? I think we've got like a horizontal pole. Yeah, that's not really. Yeah, let's just. I think we have to look for this. It looks something that's going to stick out like a joystick, or the very best maybe even just look like a steering wheel. I think some of them do have like wheels that you turn, right, and they got like a little handle on the wheel. Actually, I just think something circular and kind of black. Is there such a thing in Minecraft? Let's have a look. What about a horizontal pole? Like, what will that do? Will that maybe look like a joystick almost? Yeah, okay, well, okay. Kind of. It looks like it's got the steering wheel itself is like missing, doesn't it? That's not the end of the world, that one. That kind of like, that's a plan B. That's a plan B. Something circular and dragon egg, man. Can't use a dragon egg. That would be absurd. I told myself I weren't going to spawn in the dragon egg because you kind of need to earn that. And I don't think it'll sit in there correctly. Just having a dragon egg as your steering wheel. If we've got no other option, we might have to. Okay, yeah, maybe. Will that do that when it's in there? Yeah, okay, do you know, actually that kind of works. That's it. That's your control panel. It's that kind of got motion in it. Like, it tells me that you can grab that and take control at any moment. Should you choose to. Yeah, not like that. Yeah, I quite like the fact that it's kind of a bit of depth on there, yeah. Yeah, like you go in, right? Do you know what? I think that's it. I think we made a forklift without even knowing really what one looks like. Now, the only question I got here, right, is there's the bottom bit here. Right, we don't need that. We don't need you. Don't need the shortcut, handy as you are. Do you know what you can't have a trapdoor under there. That would be kind of perfect. Yeah, I think that looks a bit more stable like that, huh? The only other thing we could potentially do is, just like I've done on the truck, just put in red for now. See what red things we've got there. I might be able to use as kind of like a brake light almost. Yeah, and this is what we used on the truck, huh? So that kind of worked quite well for us. Let's see. Oh, I see, we've kind of put it in the wrong place. Alright. Yeah, maybe though. I quite like there being a sort of gap there, I won't lie. You can climb in, get your bits. You can hardly see, let's be honest, but that's okay. If you fly, you can see from there. It's almost like the seat needs to be up here. I mean, should we put a seat in there, do you think? I don't think so. I think that's cool, man. Not supposed to be functional, is it? It's supposed to look good. A bit like the 80s up in here. Alright, the only thing, like I said, I don't know. Do they have like bumpers and things like that? I really don't know. Because I don't really know what one looks like. You know, not beyond what everybody kind of knows what a forklift looks like, but the details, you need to kind of know details. Like when I built that truck, I kind of studied real trucks and I thought, okay, yeah, I can replicate that. But we haven't done that here. We've just built this ad hoc on the fly. What were those things? Again, have the parapets. I don't think there's a yellow one. There's kind of a sort of a birchy one. I don't think this will help us at all, but I don't know. It's kind of worth a try. I mean, I don't know, like, would there be the equivalent? Kind of, you know, your mate can ride on the side, he can be a spotter, yeah? Almost like a bin truck. I don't know, it kind of does give it a bit of depth. It looks a bit plain to me, just like flat, like that. I think I do kind of like that like that. Yeah, maybe, man. The only other thing we could try... Well, these poles will stay, won't they? Does that look better? I say I could stay here all day now just doing this, and like I say, without actually looking at one. I'm not entirely sure. No, I don't think it does. I think it just looked better like this. But it could look better maybe with one there. Yeah, oh it does, it does. Oh, perhaps the other potential. Yeah, that's kind of even better, isn't it, I'd say. Dunno. That's definitely a forklift for me. That's about as close as a forklift I can kind of come up with, I'd say. Certainly right now. So I'm really happy with that. Do we, it wouldn't have a frontage on there, it'd be too like risky. Yeah. The other thing, right, is for the wheels, potentially, so like a little... No, I'm not going to use the snow again. What about a button? And what, just a simple white button? Yeah, I think so. We'll try something else on the other side just to make sure, huh? Like we did use the snow on the other one, and I kind of like don't like doing the same thing all the time, but it was a kind of winning design. Let's just see. No, I don't want that there like that. Actually, that's fine. Have a look at the other buttons. We've got buttons with borders. Modded in. They might. Okay, that kind of comes out like that. You can tell. Nah. No, I just think like that, man. That's cool. All right. Yeah, and again, this just helps you kind of parkour around the thing. And in theory, it's like almost like a bumper protector thing. I think it looks odd when we put one on the back. It's too much. I think one on the back there just kind of makes sense as well. Yeah, it's just a final little touch, just to see if we were better off like that. Yeah, I think it's better like that. It just feels a bit more chunky almost. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, no, that's it. That's it. That's the final touch. Just to kind of really distinguish the back from the front. I mean, obviously it's got the forklift bits yet, but you know what I'm saying, like on the cab itself. Alright. You'd have to let me know what you reckon, people. Is that a forklift to you? I know it's made out of brick. It's just a fancy paint job, that's all. I'm quite happy with that, considering I didn't even mean to kind of build that, but it's actually better than having nothing on that bit of concrete there, yeah. And it does kind of tell you that this is the forklift area. Now, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. And it would fit, look. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's just two little half-bits. They have to be careful. It won't be able to turn, would it, to get to bits? None of that stuff matters. What matters is what it looks like. There we go there. Alright, that's definitely a good place to end the stream now. I think we're going to get right on top of this thing. Just like this. This is where we end the stream. I don't like not being as high as I possibly can be, you know. I don't know why. Plus we're in the stream here looking down on the forklift. Beautiful. And yeah, next stream we'll be kitting out the office. Let's just think about it with this. What else we got to kind of do now? We'll kit out the office. We'll kit out the janitor's room. That'll be our little warm our fingers up starting job on the next one. Kit out the janitor's room, kit out the office, and then basically decorate and fill this place. We've still got to do the fire on the front, but it's going to be made of glass. It's going to be not going to be too tricky. That it's going to be a glass frame that we're going to build. I just wasn't sure what color kind of glass accents to put in, but we kind of know now, like, really, to be honest with you, it's probably going to be like yellowish, if anything. It's probably just going to be plain clear glass as well, maybe. You know, maybe with a bit of grey. But yeah, there's like I say, after we've decorated, we'll know much better kind of what's going to look best on the front fire there. But that's the kind of always going to be the very last thing that we do, is that front fire, you know, shut off the front door and then open up for business. So yeah, on the next stream, another kind of long one, I reckon, another 3 hours, and I reckon we'll be done in this place. That's pretty cool. We've got a forklift. That looks like a forklift to me. I'm really pleased with that. Awesome. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you on the next one, midnight from London time every single night.